This is Garrett Fry, the cemetery sequence lead for 3D digital map painting, and we're looking at shot 1248. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we start off on the left and then we pan towards the right. So what you're going to be doing is the map painter, you need to replace this gravestone. It looks a little bit too modern. We've been replacing this same gravestone on other shots. So let's make sure that this is gone. In its place, you're going to want to put other gravestones here. Because this is a little light patch over here, this is kind of prime real estate to have something really cool over here, although you don't want to draw your attention away from this path to over here on this side. What you also want to do is fill up this side of the cemetery here with gravestones so that it has the same density as it does up here. Okay, so this same density down in this area, but you will want to make sure that you leave a clear path right over here, because this, whether or not you see it or not on location, there is a path there and it kind of gets lost in the grass, but you'll want to visually keep that path open so that these two fields stay separate. Also on the left hand side here, you're going to want to put some gravestones here and do something interesting over here as well. Maybe you have a broken gravestone here and it's toppled over and we see some bits and pieces over here, something that would look really nice. But everything that you're doing, you want to make sure that this here doesn't become its own little shot, and so it draws the attention away from this pathway, because really this pathway and looking down this shot and leading the eye this way is really the point of the shot. So don't put something here that's going to compete over on this side or on this side here that's going to compete with what the point of the shot is. So when you are doing this, you need to make sure that you are making these gravestones appear as if they are in shadow or in light. So that means that it has the same values and the same color as the ones in the plate. So you can see, these guys over here, they're in shadow. So your in shadow gravestones should look exactly like those. And then if it's in the light, you have some reference here. These are in light. This guy is in the light, and so follow that reference and make sure that you have the correct shadow shape. So like in the shadow areas, there's not really any shadow shapes for these gravestones, but for the ones in the light, you can see a real distinct shadow shape on those. So go ahead and have a crack at that. Before starting out on the shot, it's really important to familiarize yourself with the extensive photo reference in the library. It is worthwhile to do quick map painting concepts so you can start to understand what kind of photography works for what particular situation. Also, make sure you're utilizing the asset library, especially for those shots that require continuity between environments. These assets can be a huge help, and remember that every asset has high resolution photography, so if the asset is not high enough resolution when rendered, you can overlay it with photography.